What makes an indie game good? Welcome back, my fellow gamers. It's me, Amanda. Today we hope to find out the answer to that question as we explore some of the greatest indie games around in this list. Let us know your favorite indie game and why you love it in the comments. Number 10. Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia isn't just a game, it's a paranormal experience. You can play this game with up to 4 friends online cooperatively. This psychological horror game allows you and your friends to take on the role of paranormal investigators, attempting to gather evidence of paranormal activities and phenomena as you explore various surroundings. There are also now different places you can explore, including the Sunny Meadows Mental Institution and the campsite at Camp Woodwind. The game features over 10 different types of ghosts for you to interact with, each with their own unique quirks and traits, as well as various different investigative tools for you to attempt to explore with. You can even interact with ghosts using your own voice whenever you use the Ouija board or spirit box tools, which is pretty cool, I think. The game was released in 2020 and is available to play either in VR mode or standard mode, and features cross-play platforms. So if you have access to VR but your friends don't, or vice versa, you can still play in the same game together. This game was released in 2020 and was developed and published by Kinetic Games. And friends, if you are loving what we do here at Top 10 Gaming, you are going to want to check out our newest channel, Most Amazing Top 10 Anime. Head on over and hit that subscribe button for us. Do it. Number 9. Rust. Rust is one of the best-selling games on Steam currently and still has extremely positive reviews. It came out a few years back and is a massive multiplayer survival game where you wake up naked and alone in an open world. You have to fight against the elements, the wildlife, and other players to survive another day. You craft just about everything in this game, from clothing to weapons and shelters, and to keep players on an even playing field throughout, whether they be new or experienced. On the last Thursday of every month, the whole world resets, meaning you have to once again start from square one. Rust was initially released back in 2018 but came to prominence again a few years ago. It was developed and published by Facepunch Studios, the same people that brought us the sandbox game Garry's Mod. Number 8. Don't Starve. Don't Starve is an iconic indie game, and there is also now a sequel for it as well called Don't Starve Together, which allows you to play with your friends online. In this fantastically stylized world, you play to survive. This is an open world survival and crafting game filled with dangerous surroundings and ferocious creatures. It's an older game, but that just means that it withstanding the test of time makes it a classic. And not just that, but also makes it affordable, which we like. You can play as a variety of characters, each with their own skills and abilities. Don't Starve was developed and published by Klei Entertainment and was released originally in 2013. Number 7. Sable. The whole look of Sable is something you will want to experience. It has a sound and appearance that reminds me of Breath of the Wild, but instead of being set in a fantastical, almost magical setting, its setting feels more like the worlds of Jakku or Tatooine from Star Wars. You know, kinda like set in the future, but with an epic, almost fantastical look to it as well. Technology blended with a sense of something traditional or something a little more whimsical. This title of this game is also the name of the main character, Sable, who you play as. Playing means joining her on a life-changing journey which takes her across stunning landscapes as she ventures through and towards ancient wonders. The game, also similar to Zelda, is an open-world exploration and adventure game featuring various puzzles. Sable was released in 2021 and was developed by Shedworks and published by Raw Fury, who also did Bad North Jotun Edition and Call of the Sea. I love Call of the Sea. Such a nice game. Number 6. Disco Elysium: The Final Cut. Disco Elysium is an RPG game that is currently one of the top sellers on Steam. If you love storytelling and role-playing games where your choices not only shape you, but also affect the world, this might be a game for you to check out. Disco Elysium: The Final Cut is a game where you play in the Great City at the end of the world as a detective. You've been sent by your precinct, but it will be up to you to decide what kind of detective you'd like to be. Will you stay on the straight and narrow, acting honorably and doing your duty for the people, or will you succumb to taking bribes in exchange for looking the other way? Find out in Disco Elysium: The Final Cut. This game was released in 2019 and was developed and published by ZA/UM, or ZA/UM, I'm not sure how to say that, the same studio that brought you Control, which is also a cool game. Number 5. Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is an action-adventure platformer. Not really my cup of tea personally in terms of the playstyle here, but definitely my cup of tea when it comes to the magical world you can can explore in-game and the level of art in this game. I love good art. This game features hand-drawn 2D animation and is as beautiful as it is challenging. In Hollow Knight, you will meet and do battle against various bugs. Some will become your allies and others will become your enemies. The game is developed and published by Team Cherry, a small indie game studio based in South Australia, who is really only known for Hollow Knight. That's like their bread and butter. Hollow Knight itself came out in 2017 and is a great game for those who are fans of amazing art but also value challenging gameplay. Number 4. Beyond Blue. Beyond Blue is an explorative single-player adventure game where you play through a narrative as you get to see and experience the heart of our planet, the ocean. Dive deep to experience and uncover its mysteries. I always wanted to be a marine biologist myself when I was a kid. Well, it was like either a marine biologist or like a performer, but still, this allows me to experience areas and creatures of the ocean, feel connected to them without even leaving my computer screen, so it's kind of perfect for me who is a performer but still loves the ocean, even though that's not what I went into. It's pretty cool. Beyond Blue was developed and published by Elysium Media and was released in 2020. Not only can you enjoy the game and all the ocean life it has to offer, but there is also a photo mode that allows you to get in close and take pictures of some of your favorite experiences as well. And you get to go on 5 dives in the game to sort of play through the game and its story. And this isn't just a game where you can enjoy the story and immersive jaw-dropping underwater surroundings, but also one where you can learn a ton about our real oceans, which is cool. I like games that also teach me things. Educational games. Number 3. Cuphead. Cuphead! I mean, how could we do a list about amazing and playable indie games without mentioning Cuphead, am I right? This game is known for its amazing visuals and audio in addition to its mesmerizing but extremely difficult gameplay. You play as Cuphead, or Mugman and Cuphead together, as you must collect souls in order to repay the devil after owing him a debt from risking it all at his casino. In order to collect said souls, you must journey across the world and battle various characters, bosses, some of whom the characters of Cuphead and Mugman may even be familiar with. Despite its massive success after its release in 2017, Cuphead is still considered an indie title. It was developed and published by Studio MDHR Entertainment Inc. Never Alone. Never Alone is an adorable, heartfelt game where you and a friend can play as Nuna and Fox. It's a local cooperative platformer where you explore a snowy, blizzard-engulfed landscape. Breathtakingly beautiful, Nuna and Fox band together in an attempt to discover the source of the blizzard that has threatened everything they have ever known and held dear. The game was developed by Upper One Games and Elysium Media and published by Elysium Media. The game was also developed in collaboration with the Alaska Native peoples known as the Inupiat. It was released in 2014 and has won many awards since, being heavily praised by players and video game critics alike for its storytelling, environments, history, and gameplay. You can play either cooperatively with a friend, or you can play solo, switching between the characters of Nuna and Fox with the push of a button. Number 1. Stray. Stray is a new release that took the streaming and gaming world by storm, where you play as a stray cat just trying to find their way home. Oh, so sweet! But this isn't just the story of any lost stray cat either. Stray is actually set in a sort of cyberpunk futuristic environment. You are lost in a big city and unfortunately injured at the beginning of the game, and to survive, you might have to untangle an ancient mystery in order to find your way back home. You've likely seen Stray somewhere if you've been anywhere in the online gaming world recently. It is extremely atmospheric and stunning to both watch and play, and was developed by Blue 12 Studio and published by Annapurna Interactive, and was released this year in 2022. I also like that we have like a completely new release, a 2022 release in that top spot. Perfect. This list just goes to show you that whatever genre you are into, there is a magnificent indie game out there waiting to be discovered and earn your love. That's all we have for you today, although honestly I could talk about awesome indie games all day. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, keep on gaming on. Pew pew!